Hello, Web3 TV friends. My name is Ornella Hernandez, and today I am live from the Sui Connect gathering in Dubai. I'm joined here by one of the attendees. Thomas, how are you today?
I'm very good. Thank you so much, and pleasure to be here with you guys today, and a
Yeah.
pleasure to be at Sui Connect.
So tell me what you think about this event so far.
I think it's fantastic. Again, I know Sui very closely as an ecosystem friend, working together with GAF Labs. So on an ecosystem level, they're fantastic, and of course their events are just as amazing. And I look forward to the ones in the coming future.
Yeah, so you work at Nadma. So if you can tell me a little bit more about that and the relationship between you guys and Sui.
For sure. So I'm the co-founder of Nadma. Nadma, in its simplest terms, is an incubator, accelerator, consultancy firm, and event organizer. So we've been in this space now for just over 8 months, working with numerous projects to really drive the fact of bringing Web3 to the world, right? So we help a lot of projects on a whole different level, and a lot of those projects also have started working with Sui. So on an ecosystem level, we help Sui not only to get projects for grants, but also to get projects to build on their ecosystem. That's, again, the very simple way of saying it, but there's a whole lot more to that as well.
Okay, so what's the most challenging parts and the most rewarding parts about your job?
I'd say the most challenging parts is convincing people outside of Web3 that what we do is legitimately business. I think it's always been a thing that Web2 companies kind of find it a bit scammy. But again, the idea of that is changing, and that's fantastic to see. It's fantastic to see that the space is growing at such a rate that companies like Sui are partnering with all these big institutions.
Yeah.
And I think the easiest part, or the best, most rewarding part about my job is getting to meet not only so many amazing founders, but so many amazing technological projects that are going to basically revolutionize not only this industry, but the world. So I think that would be it, yeah.
Okay, you mentioned that there is a high level of perception of people think that crypto is just scams, right? So what do you say to people like that who just think that everything's like a fraud or a scam?
I think the simplest thing to say is for you to explore it yourselves. I think that's with anything, right? Anything that humans have done in the past.
Yeah.
It's always been like, you're only afraid of what you've never explored. And in that sense, crypto is the same. It's a new technology, but at the end of the day, it's fintech. It's finance, it's technology. It's something that people have done for hundreds or thousands of years. But it's just new, right? And everyone is always scared of new things.
Yeah.
But it always happens like that.
So why do you work in the space at all? What makes you keep showing up every day?
So I could always say, like, I'm an entrepreneur, I love innovation. But honestly, it was just through taking opportunity that I got to be here. That's one thing that I think a lot of people should take in mind is, although there's all this FUD and FOMO about Web3, you really got to take into account the opportunity, right?
Yeah.
If you play your cards right, if you work with the right people, then you will get the opportunity to be in a space like this, right? So that's all I've got.
All right, and any advice that you have for other founders or entrepreneurs out there?
Yeah, I think when it comes to Web3s, like if you're making a company, stick to the basics, build your product, build everything around it, and then get with the right people that can help you to take that product to the next level. So be that your investors, be that your strategic partners, of course your team. The key again, it's always been the same with business. It's build your product and then build on top of that.
Okay. And any particular trends that you're looking at right now, or any, dApps that have called your attention recently?
So when it comes to trends within the crypto market, again, I know everyone follows them. For example, like AI recently, gaming infrastructure.
Yeah.
Like we've seen a 300% increase in gaming investments within the last 6 months. And again, like we follow those because they're our clients, and we have to support them in that aspect. But yeah, I think that the best way when it comes to trend following in crypto is to basically follow those trends in a way that helps the companies you work with. in that sense.
Okay. Anything that you are looking at personally?
In terms of projects or investment?
Well, both. So I guess for the projects would be for the company, or personally, just like I don't know, something you read about that you want to look more into.
I'm always interested in tech, so that's why, of course, we're partnered with Sui. Is the projects they work with are amazing. We've seen, again, a lot of gaming infrastructure recently, which is basically enabling Web 2 games to come into Web 3, which is something we're very interested in. Of course, AI being that kind of basis.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're more interested in kind of exploring projects that have real-world utility and also can, for example, real-world asset tokenization, because these are the real things that companies like institutional investors are going to bring on to.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Perfect, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right, and that was Thomas from Nadma. Stay tuned for more interviews coming out today from the Sui Connect event.